Hey everyone, this is Gary, founder of Beyond the Master Cleanse, because we go way beyond the cleanse, where we are working to help our bodies heal themselves. So today we're going to be talking about mob mentality and how we can use that same mentality to create the opposite effect, because mob mentality can be started by one or two people, and it can be rage or it can be love. But when we think of mob mentality, there are people in the crowd that have no intentions of becoming I don't know, violent, angry, whatever it is, but these are frequencies. And we are breathing in the words, the vibration of the words we speak, and the intention of those words. Now here's the cool part. If we go out and we speak love and happiness, the people around us are breathing the vibration of those words in, just like anybody that's in a mob, right? And somebody gets angry, and that vibration, everybody's breathing it in, and it spreads like wildfire. You can't stop it. And not everybody reacts, but a good 80% of the people react. And 80% will definitely shift the world. So those are the things that I focus on and try to share with other people. I've got a windsock on here, so I can't really see who's here. I can't see. Who's that? Cindy. Hey, Cindy. Where you from? I'm here in Maine. I love doing videos in the park here. I'm still trying to get my audio straightened out. So, it's only been a few years. So I'll get it though. I'm not going to stop. And we're building a studio right now. We have a podcast there. We'll be doing interviews. I don't know if you saw the Morley Robbins interview that Angie and I did. And this is how powerful our words are. When I first met Angie, she'd been sick for a long time. And I'd keep repeating, because she wasn't there to hear my words or to absorb, to breathe in the frequency of my words. So I had to keep typing the same thing over and over. Because when you have brain fog, or when you're stuck in fight or flight, your digestive system shut down, your immune system shut down, and you just can't think properly. There are many things that need to be addressed to pull the body back into rest, digest, and heal. And I didn't know about breath work then. I knew about hydration. I didn't understand water like I understand it today. And so many people have found their help even though they didn't have that water, even though they weren't doing the breath work. You're breathing in the vibration of everything around you. And what's outside you is a projection. It's a projection of that frequency that's coming from the pineal gland and everyone around you. It is so powerful because it's part of the automatic, or what is known in medical system as the autonomic nervous system, because it automatically switches to fight or flight when you feel you're in danger. That is extremely important to understand. And it will stay there if you're in a situation where there's stress, mental stress, physical stress, emotional stress. It will stay in fight or flight. And we have to shake it off and get it back to rest, digest, and heal. And it doesn't have a choice. If we are specific about pulling it back, it will come back. But in a mob mentality situation, your emotions, your autonomic nervous system gets swept away because we don't understand that we can control it. And that's how that happens. Well, let's do that with peace and love and harmony, with understanding and kindness and gratitude. These are powerful words. And when we speak them, other people are breathing in that frequency, and their reaction tells you if they're in fight or flight or rest, digest, and heal. Because it comes out here. The mind is quantum. It's connected to the electromagnetic field. The heart is earthly. It's connected to the earth. So when your last breath, which goes out, and you transition into the next world, your heart stays here, but your energy, your quantum energy, goes out into the universe. And that's duality. I mentioned in the video the other day, it came to me from my guides in one of my meditations. The adrenal glands are the physical body producing adrenaline, energy, so that the body can move. And we also have an energetic body, a quantum body, and that is through the breath. And when you have too much mind and you're stuck in fight or flight, you're a chest breather. And when you are in rest, digest, and heal, you're a belly breather. And you can do belly, chest too. You can do that through the mouth or the nose. Through the mouth, it would look like this. And when you exhale, you go, because that is the heart sound. It's healing the heart. And if you're having issues with your lungs, and you can feel that vibration, and you can go up and down, and whatever sends the most vibration through the body, that's probably where you want to hang out, but you want to keep fluctuating it to get the tissue to loosen. So, you want to keep doing that and get that vibration running through your body. It breaks up dense tissue, it moves congestion. It gets the blood and lymph flowing through the body. It makes the tissues healthy. That's like when we're shaking, right? We're shaking the cells. Well, the vibration is shaking the cells only on a much faster rate. So it's good to get all these different levels of shaking in the body. And when you master your breath, you master your emotions. So when something happens, you're going to react because it's in the autonomic system is automatic. And when it is automatic and a frequency comes in that scares you, you're going to go to fight or flight. Now this is interesting too. How many fears are there in the world when you were born? That's right, 2. Fear of loud noises and the fear of heights. Every fear you have other than that was taught to you. Mostly through Hollywood. And we repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, and it goes deeper and deeper into the psyche of our very soul. So it's important to control that, to be able to turn that sympathetic off and get over to rest, digest, and heal. Breath, movement, proper hydration, keep the tissue soft so that the energy can flow through it, and the energy that was being wasted because it couldn't get through, it's like a fist, right? You make a fist and you hold that for 2 hours. Tighter and tighter and tighter. And then 8 hours, and then 10 hours, and then 12 hours, and then 24 hours, and then 2 years. your hand would feel like it was going to fall off within a matter of minutes. Well, that's what's happening to your organs and glands when you're in a state of fight or flight. Your body cannot rest. So your kidneys are like this, and your liver might be like this, and your lungs might be like this, and your shoulder might be like this. And helping them relax is good to do through breath and proper hydration with live, life-giving liquids like the Master Cleanse, celery juice, fruit, berries, melons, even vegetables. And make them into juices or smoothies. And I know everybody has their own thing about, fruits, berries, melons, vegetables, and all this stuff. You have to eat something. And don't feel guilty eating it. Let it be. Bring it in and say, I know and I have heard that you are not good for me. It could be kale. It could be, it doesn't matter what it is, right? If it grew in nature, even though it's got pesticides on it, you can use 11.5 pH water, which will emulsify oil. And your pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, they're oil-based, so that the rain won't wash it off. But this 11.5 will actually move it off, and it will freshen and soften, but not mushy, but celery and tomatoes and grapes, and that's why it's important to put 11.5 water on that. If you want to know more about 11.5, just ask me. I have a machine that makes all different kinds of pHs. And people go, well, you shouldn't have alkaline pH, right? You should have a variance of pHs, because the pH in a cucumber is different than in a pineapple. So every time we eat something, we're eating a different pH. When we used to live out in the woods in caveman days, you didn't eat the same thing every day. And everything was a different pH. You drink out of this stream, it's a different pH. You drink out of that pond, it's a different pH. It may be close, but it's not the same. We need variances in everything, in diet, in mental thought, in our movement. Excuse me. We do not do the same exercises in class all the time. We always have something new so the body doesn't get used to it. Because as one area gets strengthened, another one might get weaker. So we try to cover all areas, all vibrations, all breaths. Speaking of breaths, let's do one right now. All right? In through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. All right? We're going to do 5. And we're going to go like, breathe in love, exhale relaxation. Whatever is in your body that's causing you stress, let it go. All right? So here we go. 5 breaths. Hold at the top, exhale. Hold at the bottom, inhale. Hold at the top, get your belly working too. Exhale. Hold at the bottom, inhale. Hold at the top, exhale. Just let your body relax. Inhale. Hold at the top. And exhale. Holding at the bottom. Just feel your body relax. Just give it permission to relax. Your body has to do what you tell it. If you're listening to the outside world, there's a good chance that's why you're sick, you're frustrated, you're depressed, you're confused, there's too much chaos in your life. You're listening to the outside world. That's something that we need to stop doing. The truth is here. Deception is here, left side. Imagination, right side. That's even if what we're being told is true. Like they say we use 5 or 10% of our brain. Bull. You use 100% of your brain that's available for you at the time that you're using it. Are there departments that you're not opening? Yes, because those come through relaxation, through breath. This is a quantum field, it's an electromagnetic field. The first breath is in. That's how you got life. It turned on your electrical system, which started your heart and your lungs and your muscles moving. And your last one is out. That's when the energy in your body leaves your body. That's why the energy in your body is not your body. That's why you are not your body. You're the energy that created it. And because energy creates matter, when you change your energy, you elevate it, the matter must change. It doesn't have a choice. It has to change. So energy, divine energy, is right here. I do this a lot in videos. I try to do it in every one. And when your energy lowers, doesn't mean you'll have, but you're susceptible to cold and flu and fibromyalgia and Hashimoto's and MS and Parkinson's and cancer. These are all frequencies. Nothing can be in this world that is not a frequency. So as you change your breath and your hydration, and you do slow, specific movements, right? You're charging your body, you're creating more energy than you're burning. And if you get above the vibration of cancer, it has to go away. If you get above the vibration of Parkinson's or MS or cold, flu, fibromyalgia, Hashimoto's, it has to go away. That's how powerful we are. We're speaking our reality into existence. If you don't like the situation you're in, and that's what you're talking about, the words are creating that. Just like it created light. In the beginning, that was the word, and the word said, let there be light. Well, between the universe and the earth is the word. And if you're speaking from the mind and leaving the heart out, you're creating a life that you don't, that's not full of love, let's say. It might be what you want, but you're not allowing it in because you're not speaking it. If you're speaking hate and deception and illusion and all these different things, you're bringing that into your life through the vibration of your pineal gland, because that's the antenna to everything. When you have a paradigm shift, that's what happens. This changes, and it changes the color of the lens you're looking through, and you see the world completely different. We can change AI. We're the ones creating it. It's working on the same field we are, the exact same electromagnetic field. But we've been told that we cannot control it. Well, that's crap. It's only controlling us, those that it does control, because we're allowing it to control us. Once we realize it's artificial, we're natural. Natural is more powerful in this world than artificial. But because we keep getting told over and over and over and over again that these things can process faster than we can, and it can do it, but it cannot imagine. It cannot create. The only thing that can be created through a computer is through the mind, our mind. And if we're told that it's smarter and faster and better than we are, and we believe it, then yeah, because we're making it that way. Because we're believing somebody outside us telling us that to control us. So, let's see what this says. Okay. Hi. So hopefully that wind wasn't too bad when I moved that. So let's do a little qigong in the park. A little qigong in the park. We're just gonna do some simple stuff. See my bare feet today. Okay. So first I'm gonna do is shake. Shake your booty. Move your hands. So you know what? I'm in the park. I don't care if people like it or not. It's one thing we have to do is stand up inside ourselves and not worry about what people think. If you knew how little they actually thought of you, it wouldn't bother you at all. Let's do in through the nose, nice belly breath, out through the mouth. We're going to start down here. This is the first Dantian. This is an energy center. This is where life came into our body. Everything was built through the belly button. Under the belly button, bend the knees slightly. And inhale. And try to have your breath, in-breath, in when your hands come together at the top. Palms towards the earth. And exhale. Inhale. This is a nice one. I'll do that from here now. Try to get close enough so you can hear it. So we're going to stand with our feet like this. A little too high with it. Okay. Stand like this. Lean forward. Up. This is inhale. Exhale. As you're doing this, you put your hands in different positions. This works different muscles all the way up through right into the shoulders. The slower you go, the faster chi moves. So you may be one of the two, or the one or two, that change the world, that shifts the energy. And if we can get other people to do that, it'll shift even faster. Because there's some shenanigans going on in the world right now. So we're doing the same move, we just have a different foot forward. We'll do two more. Okay. Now we're going to go to the swing. Lift 75% of the weight on this leg. Lift the heel. Don't leave your toes touching the ground. That makes your toes flex. This moves all the joints in the body. Nice slow pace. You see somebody that's doing this? This is the speed of their mind. So that's why you want to slow it down. See how long you can maintain a slow pace before it drives you crazy. you're doing it exactly like I'm doing it, or the same speed, or just move your body. And in this, I am lifting my heel on the leg that was kind of up. I'll show you this one, but you got to be really careful doing this. Okay, this is a neck exercise. Take your right hand, put it on the left side of your head, and you pull your head to the right, and you're dropping the shoulder. You breathe in through the nose, hold it, and when you exhale, you feel the shoulder drop. Hold. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Now what this does is it stretches this area. I'll explain that in the end here. Okay, one more breath through the nose. Hold at the top, exhale. And then you slowly bring your shoulder up, push your neck back. So it's normal. Your breath is normal. Left hand, right side. You don't have to pull hard. We just want to try and separate everything on this side. Stretch those muscles basically. In through the nose. Hold. Exhale. Feel that shoulder drop. Relax. Inhale. Exhale. So, C4, C3, C4, C5 keeps you alive. And how does it do that? Because this side of your body goes all the way down, connects to your diaphragm. This side goes all the way down, connects to your diaphragm on the other side. That's why you're going to have a weak diaphragm on one side and be okay on the other one. You can even have a paralyzed diaphragm on one side. But if the diaphragm's not working, you're not getting oxygen as much as you should have. So when we breathe in through the nose, belly breath, okay, that diaphragm drops and pulls the lungs down, and the lungs do not breathe. It's the chest moving, expanding, and we're breathing air in, and the lungs are like a sack, and they're filling full of air. And that air in the diaphragm are going back and forth. It's also doing the same thing for the heart, which will help with high blood pressure and things like that, because it's massaging all the organs and glands from the diaphragm down, and it's massaging the heart on the way back up. Okay? This is creating energy. It's a wave in the body, just like a wave in the ocean. 2/3 of your fluid are right here. So as you get that moving back and forth, you're massaging any dense tissue or anything in there that's stopping the energy or taking more energy than it should to pass through it, blood and lymph. Squeezing it, just like a sponge. Put water in a sponge and you squeeze it, it comes out, it comes back. But it's doing it within itself, but that's what's happening, okay? And it will move that, and it will loosen it, so that the energy can flow through. The energy that's being wasted trying to get through thick tissue is the energy that heals you, because that is the energy that created you. That's from the pineal gland, the one that creates the lens you see the world through. That's how powerful we are, and that's how much we've been misled by the current medical system. Everything is about slowing the body down, like CBD oil, right? Even marijuana. It works with the lymphatic system. And that's why it takes away pain. Because all your pain joint pain, everything. It's because the cells aren't being fed, for one thing, but what's more important is they're not being cleansed, because the lymphatic system is an oil-based system. So it's a lipid. So there are certain cooking oils that we shouldn't eat. They're not telling you why, they're just telling you not to eat them. Just like they don't tell us about salt. You don't want to eat salt. Yeah, table salt. But little pinches of Himalayan salt, sea salt, kosher salt. These are actually really good for us. I remember in the military, you always carried salt tablets with you. And they'd stop every so often, every so many miles, and we'd do a salt tablet with water. Because that's the electrical part of your body. This is why we put salt on our food. And pepper is digestion. So salt is the energy to help digest it, and the pepper is there to help in the digestive process. So there's all these little tiny things. And I'm just learning too, you know, I'm learning how to explain the things that I'm learning. And I hope that you enjoy that and that you learn from it. Because together, we will change the world. There is no doubt in my mind. There are too many people waking up. And as soon as the collective consciousness gets to a certain point, the world will flip and there'll be less of the shenanigans going on. Because the greed and the power of billionaires and trillionaires will start to dissolve. Or they will raise to a frequency where they'll realize that there are many things they could do to help humanity. And that doesn't mean that they're all that way. There's many people that have a lot of money that help tons of people. But they usually came to an awakening because we are brought up to have material things, and not just material things, but over the top material things. Are they necessary? No. Are they awesome? Well, they can be. But they're just a pile of sticks or blocks or whatever it is, right? And the car that you drive, it could be a $23 million sports car, or it can be something you got from your neighbor. And you know what they both do? They get you from point A to point B. Depends on what kind of style you want to live in to get there, and how much of your hard-earned money you're willing to give up for that house, for that car, for that motorcycle, for that pool, for that whatever it is, right? But what's missing in almost all these places? Saunas, float tanks, meditation rooms, rooms to do yoga. They have exercise rooms where you can go in and pick up weights and stuff, and that's awesome too. But when your body starts to run out of energy, that's the last place you want to go. You have to start from quietness and build yourself back up, because as the world gets radical and more out of control, it's up to us to go in here and maintain our balance by not getting caught in that chaos. That's mob mentality, and it's being projected through the media to us, and many people are stuck in fight or flight because of it. And it's destroying their health, it's destroying their immune system, their digestive system, their ability to connect the dots, to see the truth and understand it, and know that they have the ability to shift it. Because our whole life we've heard, you can't fight City Hall, don't go against the state, oh, you're messing with the government, you're going to go to prison for a long time. And that's from when we're little kids. That's not true. We can go in and change those things. It happens all the time. But most of us believe that we can. I did. I believe we couldn't fight something. But it's not true. We are the power of the universe. There are 8 billion people. Can you imagine if collectively we all shifted to peace? What the electromagnetic field would do, how the computers, cell phones, all these things that run on the electromagnetic field that we run on, and we power it, not them, us. We settle, we balance ourselves. The world will have no choice; it will have to shift. So, love you guys. Hopefully, the audio is